What's going on, guys? Today we are talking about the side quest number one, which is playing other decks. In this case, Hog Executioner Tornado. I've been playing this deck for basically over a year, and I'm sticking to this variation that I kind of modified from the standard version. The standard version, especially after the introduction of Hero Goblins, has the guards in my deck, and I also play with lightning instead of tornado. Why do I do this? It's pretty much personal preference. I think in general the rocket is much better for spell cycling and wiping out more pushes, but I prefer a more defense into counter push play style, and for this I think the lightning is necessary because I can snipe and predict buildings and just actively get my hog rider through to the tower, instead of just turtling into defense and chucking over some rockets at the end of the game, which I think is more of an active gameplay. Of course, lightning is not standard anymore. Hog lightning was meta a few years back, but yeah, it has a reason because rocket is the standard and lightning is not. But nonetheless, I still play lightning just for that reason, to snipe buildings, and everything's fine. Yeah. So in this matchup, we are going up against Pekka Bridge Spam. I have been pre-recording this because I am not always in a privileged position to record live gameplay with my voice on, just because I'm quite a busy person. So sometimes it just needs to do, or I just need to speak on it a few hours later. It's just like how it goes. You've been seeing the footage in the background, and as of right now we're entering double elixir with a decent damage advantage, but right now is the push that I need to defend, and I lock the P.E.K.K.A. and just try to defend my best here. I'll need to let the battle ram connect, and then I tornado it back so that it does not charge twice on my tower. But as you can see, I'm pretty much down on elixir, and that's why I decide to eat the entire magic archer on the left side, just because I didn't have the elixir to defend it, and secondly, it is a ton of damage, but I still have the damage advantage, and I think I can get back into the game without overspending on the magic archer. So he has another scary push on the left, but the Evo Executioner will deal with it. I just tornado and lock this and kill the magic archer. Nonetheless, I'm still behind. That's a good P.E.K.K.A, but the Ice Spirit freezes it so that I get one hit, and the Evo Executioner is chipping away at his P.E.K.K.A. And right now I set up my Executioner in the middle, use my guards and my Valkyrie. I'm fortunate that he uses the battle ram into my Valkyrie, so that's another free value. And right now I just tornado the Dark Prince. The Dark Prince, yeah, that roll goes the way, and in this case that seals the game because he didn't have elixir for the P.E.K.K.A, and yeah, Execution hits the tower, and that's a good game. In this game we are going up against Marcus. He had an E-Golem deck, which usually is a good matchup, but I did some horrendous plays there, so I'm not perfect either. So as you can see, I'll miserably fail this tornado right here. Usually I can do this play 49 times out of 50, it works, but in this case I just fucked up. And yeah, despite after playing tornado in basically every deck for over 7 years, sometimes I don't get my micro interactions, and yeah, that costs me not only 3 elixir to the garbage, but 1400 damage. So right here I lightning the elixir golem so that I get rid of the wizard, and I get I can refill my elixir bar faster because my cycle was pretty atrocious. I see many players do this, that they are desperate and very they're very hesitant about using their offensive spells on defense. I don't. If I can chuck a lightning, a poison somewhere at the bridge, and it helps slowing down the game, or in this case defending without taking much damage, I just do it. Especially if I have strong defense, which I have in this matchup, because the lightning gets a ton of value. It gets rid of the Evo Electro Dragon, which can be very annoying, and my Evolved Executioner and my Evolved Valkyrie will defend basically all of his pushes that he throws at me. Right here, he got me on my toes. I overspent with the Hog Rider on the right side and on the left side, and he tried to predict lightning anything or try to hit my Executioner, but it wasn't in the radius. And right here I thought I could do some tricky plays with the tornado, which kind of worked, but the Electro Dragon just barely survives and the healer heals up, and I lose my tower here, which is pretty unnecessary. I had the game in the bag after defending pretty well, except a few minor mistakes, but I'm not perfect with this deck, so just we have to acknowledge that my gaming playstyle is not perfect either. But who really is, except the very, very, very top players, which I'm definitely not. I would say I'm not mid ladder, but I am not higher up or even anything remotely overpowered, something like that, you know. So in this case, we defend pretty well. The lightning got huge amount of value, and I just think pressuring the King Tower was the best decision because it had taken the most damage, and yeah, that's the game. So, and in this game we are going up against CJ, and he plays a classic meta Loon cycle deck, and he starts pretty aggressively with 7 elixir at the bridge, and I respond with 9, so I'm 2 elixir in the deficit, but I think it's better being 2 elixir down than taking a hit to the face. And yeah, he plays a Musketeer in the back, and I respond with a Valkyrie because I can plant my guards on top of her when she crosses the bridge. In this case, my opponent tries to defend it, and I just go in here to see which building he has. Usually it's Bomb Tower, and in this case it is. Bomb Tower is quite okay, and the Evolved Executioner is a decent counter to the ability as well, because as you can see, the Executioner just 1 taps or 2 taps the missile. I don't know what you should call that, but that's why I have a solid defense against his hero Loon, but nonetheless, I think his cycle is a bit faster than mine, so I won't always have it in cycle. It helps that Execution has a 1 cycle evolution nonetheless. I think he sometimes catch me with my pants down without it in cycle. But then I still have Tornado and Lightning defensively, which I'll use later on in the game. Spoiler alert, but sometimes I'll need to do that, and I do, as I've said. Don't hesitate using your spells defensively if it helps stalling the game, especially when you will have counter pushes because he doesn't have a big spell. Yeah, in this case, I cycled my Executioner in the back because I wanted to bait him into using his Loon, and I just countered for 1 less elixir, and it's on the side that doesn't have the damage deficit, so I don't mind taking the bomb here. And in this case, I need a tornado, and yeah, I just need to ignore the miner. Can't really defend it. And yeah, I'm going in here with my Hog and my lightning. I hit the bomb tower, and that's the first time I really get damage. That's one hit, that's two hits, and I just continue to pressure because I want to bait out the ice golem. Because when he doesn't have the ice golem in cycle, it's not really worth it for him to go in, because the miner sometimes doesn't immediately tank for the balloon. And yeah, in this case, he actually breaks through, but I'm so lucky that the missile, just the troop, has a huge damage reduction against the tower, so it's not that bad. Any other card would have been deadly here, but miner tanking for something that deals like 20 damage doesn't matter. And yeah, in this case, we're just setting up, and he goes in once again, but I have my Wolf Execution and Cycle. I block the three shots with my guards, which was pretty lucky, wasn't really intended. And here I play my Hog Rider behind all of this, the lightning that, and yeah, he's back to his bomb tower, but the executioner hits it. It still survives, and it hits the tower. And right here, I try to predict the bomb tower in the middle, just to chip it a little bit, but he defends really well and plants it on top of my push. And I try to reset and catch the miner. And right here, I just throw a lightning because I didn't have my tornado in cycle. And once again, I pressure the same lane just because I want to get to my Evolved Executioner and also bait out the bomb tower. And right here, I just lighting defensively once again, hitting the barb, the miner, and the balloon. And yeah, don't need to do it offensively because I have the damage advantage. And that's a good game, I think. And so we win.